It's Highland delight for Brendan Rodgers here against Ross County as it finished 0 to the big RC and 3 to Celtic. But it wasn't as straightforward as that, guys, or was it? It's one of those games where they left it late to score the majority of their goals. A bit nervy, I guess you could say, for Celtic, even though once a team, right, goes down to 10 men against the old firm 10 minutes into a game, realistically, what chance do they have? There's no chance. We've seen it recently with St Mirren against Rangers. I don't think it was quite 10 minutes, but, point is, it was early on. Celtic, though, kicking off this game, they had a goal disallowed. I think this was a joke, to be honest. I think it should have stood, not fucking, there's barely a foul there. And so it didn't need to go to VAR or nothing. Then we get the red card, and I can see why they've given it this red card. I mean, Rangers fan here. To me, it's more of an orange. But in this day and age, these are more or less always going to get given. There's kind of been a lot of controversy in the Premier League, though, about these, where we've seen City get away with a couple, most notably against Arsenal, I believe. I believe it was Kovacic. Don't quote me on that. And then you've seen like Casemiro be sent off for like even less than that. And to me, there should be no grey areas on this. It should just be pretty much straight simple. But 10 minutes into a game, I just think this shouldn't really. I mean, not that if you kill someone 10 minutes into a game, you should get away with it, but I don't think it was that bad. Like, once you start slowing these down, it looks worse. Of course it looks worse. There's no there's no intent here to snap a leg. He goes for the ball, he skims him. Like, it's not like, I can't even remember, was it Kyogo he tackled? It's not like his legs planted and he fucking stamped him. It's an unlucky one, but I can see why it's been given, so I'm not gonna bury it too much. Celtic got a goal disallowed. It was pretty unfair. Well, this one, two decisions. The Celtic disallowed was way worse than the red card, is what I'm getting at. But Celtic huffed and puffed. They managed to get their opening goal, though. And, oh, whoa. Big O puts the ball into the back of the net. Tap in. Disallowed, though. Barely offside. But here, if we can get the lines perfect, then it must be offside, ain't it? David Turnbull, though, he scores for distance. Liam Scales with the assist. And Liam Scales has turned into everything Rangers fans wanted, like a Leon King. To be able to come in and be dependable and be great. Like, this guy's been, honestly, I think in terms of the Scottish Premiership, he's been player of the season. I think he has. It's fucking shock of the season too, how good Liam Scales has been. Perfectly honest, but it's a great finish here for David Turnbull. And I think David Turnbull gets a lot of slack from Celtic fans. I really do. I think the guy is good. I'm not saying he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Should he get into that midfield three ordinarily when you've got Hatate, McGregor, and O'Reilly fit? No, I don't think he should. But that doesn't change. That doesn't mean he's bad. Of course it doesn't mean he's bad. But I think Celtic fans are just very harsh on their fringe players. Now here, I'm not saying the likes of James Forrest and Mikey Johnson are going to take you to the promised land, but James Forrest has been at Celtic. This is his 15th consecutive season scoring a goal, may I add, right? And the amount of hate this guy gets is fucking unjust. To be honest, like, the guy has provided so much for the club, won so many titles, and he gets treated like he's, a leopard, so to speak. Like, you look at what he's won compared to, I know he's been there longer, right? But compared to what, like, Tav's won at Rangers, and a lot of people love Tav. Like, yes, it's split on Tav, but I would say pretty much 95% of Celtic fans have no love, really, for James Forrest. But you know what? It's a Celtic problem. I don't really give a shit. But Turnbull scored a minute past the whistle. Should have went. But anyway, we move on. Celtic huffed and puffed. Didn't really create much, being honest. But I think the introduction of Home, Palma and Kyogo changed this game and put the final nail in the coffin for Ross County, who didn't really challenge much. A few balls whipped into the box, but not much happening. Luis Palma picks up the ball, top left-hand corner. Unsavable, this sort of shot. And Michael Beale's son, you've got blood on your hands. How is this not... honestly, man, it's mental. It is absolutely fucking mental how we did not sign this guy. Completely dropped the ball. I made so many vids on my channel about Rangers signing this guy and we didn't. And the guy, like, I know his goal against Lazio got disallowed, but the guy is stepping up, man, and scoring crucial goals for Celtic. Because make no mistake, scoring the second goal was crucial. At 1-0, the game's always in the balance, regardless of not if you're against 10 men. James Forrester gets brought on, and Palmer managed to grab himself a wee assist as well. Celtic win 3-0. I think it would have been a much better game if he didn't get sent off early on, Big Brown. But yeah, I mean, who cares about the entertainment? If they get the decisions right, that's really all that matters. And for me, today's day and age, it's full of shite bags. But here, if a guy did that to a Rangers player, I'd want him sent off. So I can't really argue too much against it. But anyway, troops, till next time, Ross County nil, Rangers free, I wish, Celtic free. And with a lot of action to come later on the night, man. Semi-finals, got Kelly against Motherwell, might watch that. A few English games, might review. Then a big game tomorrow. But until then, peace.